Hey guys, I am here to get into a film review of Into the Spiral, which is directed by Joseph Robinson, also stars in as well. And I really love this short film a lot. I just really enjoy all of this. I found it really entertaining, and it resonates just really well with all my David Lynch influence. And it feels like Robinson just kind of ends up throwing a one man show with all this, as he's the main star, and he takes up most of the screen time. And Robinson's certainly an interesting actor and director who basically just explores going through a bunch of different labyrinths, and kind of just flows like a mini series of a bunch of small moments, as they just kind of explore this particular angle of isolation and loneliness. I really feel like many of these shots just look stunning, just really entertaining and rewatchable. Pretty very engaging kind of experimental sort of project, and it seems very personal to the process of loneliness in filmmaking as a director. You often find a lot of your naive qualities as you go, and you kind of start to feel detached and lonely. And I felt like this film just felt like it was particularly into the wavelength of those particular detail-oriented emotions that it feels very close up to a director's mood. And I'm just certainly intrigued to see where Robinson's filmography goes next and all of this. I'm very excited about this whole gloomy tone, and I think what I'd particularly be interested in seeing is how this kind of atmosphere and tone would go with working with just numerous different actors and kind of juggling something of an ensemble cast. I thought this was a really great film overall, and it's really again reveals itself very well upon repeated viewings. And you feel like the character's kind of going through a certain loss of innocence, and he's like looking naive in the face of that. And I felt like this film was particularly close up and inviting as far as just like the naivete that goes into filmmaking. And I just like again, Lynch is just particularly a great director to draw influence from because he really brings forth an artist to his purest element. I feel like there's any artist whose influence sincerely in tune with Lynch's brand of surrealism is inevitably going to achieve a voice of their own entirely in filmmaking. I'm particularly drawn to this world building, and there's this endless depth of labyrinths and this minimal sort of screenplay as the soundtrack just contributes greatly to this atmosphere, which is kind of like that of a free roam atmosphere. It really resonates well with, like as a director, like a lot of my like I like things for intentionally. It almost feels like being like the aimless wanderer. As this kind of gets into the state of mind of loneliness in the character, I love the cinematography, balancing out black and white and colorized visuals, and this just makes for so many standout scenes and moments. I thought this was a great film, and I'm extraordinarily excited to see where this filmography goes.